This is Nick with Bill Brothers Roofing and Solar. Starting my digital inspection at 605 Key Lime Way. We are on top of a flat concrete tile roof. Roof is not that old. This home was built in 2008. You see these valleys are nice and opened up. We'd love to see it. We've got a bunch of solar panels on this roof, so we've had a lot of people do work on this roof, and it looks like it's caused a little bit of damage to it. So we have a good amount of broken tiles that are on this roof. You can see all these tiles were replaced. And a lot of them are starting to slip. We have a lot of cracked tiles on this roof as well. You can see that this tile was cracked right on the nail hole. And so this thing's just sliding down. I slid it down more just to show what's going on, but you can see all the water damage that's already occurred to this underlayment. And it's really starting to deteriorate the product itself. So when I see underlayment that is this age, less than 20 years old, it's typically going to be a little bit stronger than this. But because it's been exposed to the elements for quite some time, it's starting to go a little bit faster than it should. Typical underlayment, typical roofs like this are going to last 20 to 25 years or so. But with the amount of cracked tiles that are on this roof, I don't think it's going to last as long. But you can see the same thing is happening over here. All these tiles are cracked completely. Water's getting underneath all this. It's gonna start getting underneath these tile pans as well. I'm gonna go ahead and point out a few other areas of this roof, and then I wanna talk about the area of the roof where we're having the current issues, which is why I'm here in the first place. But again, you can see how all these tiles are starting to slip down. This one was cracked, so I slid it down just to show what's going on. You can see how exposed that underlayment's been for quite some time. And again, you can see how uneven everything is. So all these tiles are starting to slide. Same thing up top here. All these tiles are starting to slide as well. You got nail holes that are exposed, but all this underlayment's been completely exposed. We have two cracked tiles right here on this section of the roof. So again, pulled these tiles just to show what's happening. See how wet everything is. We had a little bit of rain, but that water is easily getting into this roof, right? And this stuff is really just kind of starting to crack at this point. It's becoming really brittle. We got a cracked solar panel right here. Now, the rest of the roof is in pretty good shape. This tile's in pretty good shape. So this roof does have life left in it, but the homeowner does need to understand that I do believe this roof is going to go a little bit faster than it typically would on a normal home, just because of the amount of cracked tiles that are on this roof. So anyway, we got a leak that's coming right from this section. I'm trying to get my head underneath these panels to really see what's going on, but it makes it really difficult. Now, what we're gonna have to do to fix this leak is we got about 10 solar panels that I wanna remove. So we'll just remove this section. We're gonna remove all these tiles. Based off the amount of damage that's already starting to occur around those slip tiles, what I wanna do is replace the underlayment for this whole section. What we'll replace it with is a titanium peel and stick underlayment, which is a very thick, sticky, self-adhesive product that goes directly to the wood decking. The benefit of those products, that product in itself, is one, it comes with a limited lifetime warranty, but because it's so thick and sticky, whenever those nails go through it, whenever those penetrations go through it, it ends up sealing off those penetrations even more. So unfortunately, when we're talking about roof repairs underneath a solar array, it makes it really difficult to see exactly where it's coming from. So it's kind of like peeling back an onion. We got to go a little bit further to see where it's come from. And then at that point, we can address the issue. But for sure, we got something coming from this section. And just based off the damage that we already have over here on this part, I know there's more slip tiles underneath this portion as well. We're just going to remove these panels. We're going to take off all these tiles. We're going to stack these tiles along the roof itself. We're going to remove the underlayment from this section. We'll address any kind of bad wood that's underneath it. There shouldn't be too bad. If the leak is bad enough, we might have to replace a sheet or two of plywood, but nothing too crazy. And then we're going to go ahead and install a layer of that titanium peel and stick, reinstall the tiles on top of that, and then we'll come back and we'll put these 10 panels up. That's really the only thing that we can do. The homeowner needs to keep an eye out on the rest of this roof, though, just based off of what I'm seeing. Again, I think this roof is going to go a little bit quicker than it typically would, so the homeowner should definitely be proactive when it comes to upkeep on this product. So if we have to come back out here to do a roof tune-up, we're happy to do that. We can go ahead and replace some of these broken tiles, fix some of these slip tiles, these cracked tiles, and basically just prolong the life expectancy of the roof. We'll go ahead and reseal off all these penetrations. You can see how the sealant around all these penetrations is starting to wear really thin. A lot of it's just completely missing at this point, starting to go. So water and moisture comes down these pipes every time it rains. But again, that tune-up will just prolong that life expectancy. That's it for my inspection.